What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Pass the Barb. I'm your host, Ryan Pinkholland. Today, Thursday. We don't really record these on Thursdays that much, but here we are, February 27th. And we're coming to you with a totally different crew than I was expecting to have tonight. So this is actually going to be super fun. But before I tell you who's here with me, I would just like to say that we are still currently ranked the #1 outdoor podcast in the world. So well done, everyone involved. Really, it's kind of insane. And we say it every single time we record, but I mean, can't believe it. Yeah, round of applause to everyone. Well done. You're here. You're involved. Well done. Joining me tonight, Mr. Adam Bartucci.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm back. Like Ryan said, we don't really record these on Thursdays. A word that has not been in our vocabulary since probably about November 1st has been consistent.
We suck, really.
We've been shocking. really bad lately. It's been it's just been tough, man. So busy, just a lot of stuff going on. Schedules not aligning. And but here we are making it work, doing it on a Thursday. Going to get a pod out for all the people. And our goal is to not be a shit show in March. So we're going to close out February. Spring is here. Figure out our lives.
Yeah. I mean, basically, we're going to waste your time. We'll do better. That's what it is.
Yeah. We're going to get better at wasting your time. We know you're here listening to us because your job sucks right now. And we've been doing a bad job and making your job suck less. So we're going to do better at that. Maybe. A lot of pressure.
I mean, it's a goal.
But we have not been consistent lately, but we're doing better. We're doing our best. And the other boys, I'm sure will be back soon. I know I actually was chatting with Sobi today. Sobi is just on. So Sobi's not here because he is on like panic level.
Sounds like he's in some hot water.
He's in threat level midnight of editing. Like he is like, I am strapped down at my desk. I am not getting up. I am not leaving. So I respect that. I feel him. I understand where he's at. So Sob's a little busy. Other than that, but that brings on, we get to be joined by the one and only, our friend.
We got an excellent guest host tonight.
Excellent guest. Excellent. Actually way better than
incredible.
Sobi. Yeah.
Well, really. I was hoping he wasn't coming, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
But filling Sobi's spot tonight, the one and only Maggie Carsello.
The better part of Crush
Welcome
City.
to the pod, Maggie.
Oof, thank you guys. Big shoes to fill, but I will do my best.
Heavy.
Sam has small feet.
You're here.
Fine.
That's what counts.
I got huge dogs, so.
I know. Your first appearance, we talked about feet.
Yeah. Where Hunter called them wide. I'm still stuck on that.
It's out there now. I mean, you can't. It's been said. I don't know what to tell you.
So what have you been up to lately, Maggie?
Oh, boys, I don't know. Kind of all over the place. A lot of ice fishing. Dabbled in ice camping. You did ice
fish a bunch.
Yeah, dabbled in ice camping for the first time, so that was super fun. Enjoyed
all
that.
Right, so
Thought I was going to do more.
Yeah, I would like to dive into this ice camping thing. So as someone who does not fish in a fish house very often, I have looked at this ice camping craze and been like, that looks like a lot of shit that I don't want to set up and do. So I would like to get the opinion from you as someone I respect and value your opinion on, did it suck as much as I would anticipate, or did you enjoy it?
I'm going to be honest with you, boys. I should probably get Andrew to come and answer this question because he gets done with work at 3 and I get done around 5. So poor fellow went straight from work out onto the ice and essentially had it all set up by the time I was done with work. I just met him out on the ice. What a guy. But
so you loved it.
I loved it. Yeah.
Okay,
this seems like the appropriate method for ice.
Yeah, I feel guilty about it. I did, and truthfully, he was.
I don't think
he was
you do.
still setting stuff up when I got there. So I wound up helping a bit, and like then we drilled holes and set up tip ups.
That's what I mean. So he got off work 2 hours before you, and when you got there, he was still setting stuff up. So it took him approximately an hour and a half to 2 hours.
Couple trips out. Because truthfully, it was our first time. So we aren't necessarily equipped for this quite yet. Like we should probably have a bigger sled so we can do one trip. And it was a learning process, right? First time. I mean, he was like, we got the like insulated floor mats and everything. And like, he was cutting holes in them for like where he thought our holes were going to be. And we wound up shifting those around because we know for next time how to do it the right way.
Okay. So there was a lot of learning.
Yeah. Yeah, there was. And I mean, there's things we'd probably get for next time or not bring for next time. I mean, shit, we brought 2 heaters because we were trying the whole diesel heater thing for the first time. And then we ran out of diesel. So then we wound up using the Mr. Buddy.
How was a diesel heater?
It's actually really nice. I know, truthfully, we just got kind of some cheapo off of Amazon. I'm sure there's much nicer ones. But you remember when you guys were giving me a hard time the last time I was on when I said that the propane heater like can make your eyes burn sometimes, and y'all were like, you need to vent your shack or whatever. You're using it wrong.
I will say I sympathize with that because we filmed a house show earlier this winter. I was sitting by Pink and I like got out of the house. Like my eyes just started watering. And I was like, I need to just get out of the house and go walk around. And it was -15 out. And I just got out and went and walked around, got back in, and I was like, oh shit, okay.
Maybe you weren't on that time. I think it was just Pink and Sobi and I, and they were like, you're messed up. But so that was really nice. It's a super dry heat. So your windows, like if you're trying to watch out for your tip ups, like your windows aren't like frosting over.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So that was a super nice part. The fan is a little noisy, which I've heard kind of bothers some people, but like it was just kind of white noise to me. It didn't bother me at all.
But it ran out of juice.
Eventually, again, we were ill prepared. Okay.
Were you out there for like was this a multiple days ice camping adventure, or did you just do one night?
No, we just did one night. I actually wanted to stay another night because we were having a great time, but it got insanely windy around noon that next day, so we wound up packing up. But there was a little like a local fishery going on one of our Madison lakes here, and it starts at midnight and goes till 4 p.m. the next day. So we were like, heck, let's try ice camping for the first time, and it was a blast. My alarm clock's never been a rattle reel going off with a 20-some inch walleye on it. That was freaking awesome. It was a lot of fun.
Okay.
Was there actually, it sounds like you did catch at least one, but was there like good action in the camping portion of it? No, perfect.
No. Yeah, no. Not. About 0.
Okay, so what I'm gathering here is you went fishing, but you also set up where you were going to stay, and you just didn't leave.
From what I learned...
Then you caught a walleye while staying there, though, so you did get a bonus walleye.
From what I learned from my one-time ice camping, absolutely set up on a spot that you know there's going to be fish, because no chance do you want to move all that stuff that you just set up, right?
Yeah, that sounds miserable. Yep.
We weren't like ride or die on this ice fishery thing. Like, it was just fun. We were trying it out, and we did have a spot where we knew there were going to be fish. We went out there, and apparently this fishery is such a big deal. Like, we thought Andrew going out there at like 3:30, like we'd get the spot we wanted. No, there were people out there like ready to rip for this thing. So there was someone on that spot that we wanted. So we just found another spot that looked good with some good rock and just kind of gambled on it. And we caught a few, like we caught some shorts. I wound up, the next morning is when it really heated up. I wound up catching like a school of some nice perch came through. We caught a couple of those. I caught a rock bass. That was cool. Nice. Yeah. But a few short walleyes and then a really freaking nice walleye. I actually wound up winning second place for walleyes with that one.
Sick. Yeah. Well, that's sweet. So
did you flex? Were you like, yeah, we camped all night?
Yeah, it's no big deal.
You're like, yeah, we had to camp out to catch that, so it's fine.
Yeah, it was our only keeper, but worth it.
Is the thing you learned that you just need to get there way earlier, or what was the lesson you learned from ice camping, your one-time ice camping?
Let somebody else set up all the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let somebody else.
That's
set
my
up all this stuff.
takeaway from this story.
Yeah, I guess that actually is probably my lesson. That was fantastic, but you still have to help pack it all up. So that part.
Oh yeah.
No, I don't know. I mean, that's very obvious. I feel like I knew this before going into it, but yeah, just be confident in your spot because moving all that stuff would have absolutely sucked.
Yeah.
Was the weather brutal the day you tried to do it, or was it like fine?
It was pretty damn cold.
Yeah.
Like your hands were hurting putting tip ups out. It was pretty cold, pretty windy. It was when, I don't know, like a month or so ago when like we had that crazy cold snap up here.
Yeah.
That's essentially when it was.
Okay. Gotcha. Well, yeah. So basically what I've gathered from this ice camping conversation is it is exactly what I thought it is, and I'm not interested in it.
You don't think
I'm glad you enjoyed it, but I would not.
You don't think it's fun to wake up to a rattle reel? Come on. And catch a freaking 26-inch walleye in bed?
I would say I do think that would be cool. But do I value that more than just going home and sleeping in my own bed and then coming back fishing the next day? I do not value that more.
But if it's an ice fishery,
in his defense, I don't think he even enjoys camping when it's nice outside, like in the summer.
That's fair.
That is actually true. Yes.
So,
but I also will say I haven't done a ton of camping lately in my life. Like I did when I was younger around in college and stuff, but just the last 5 or so years, I haven't really done it. So it's just not, I know there's some people who just love being out there. And I'm like, I like going out there and I like going home. So, I
maybe
guess
it'll be like food you don't like. One day, all of a sudden, you're just like, "I'm into this."
Could you be convinced?
And you didn't even know.
I've been debating. Now that I saw like Clam came out with that quick set A-frame tent.
Oh yeah,
and
little tiny one.
Yeah, and I'm like, I'm not gonna go on like I'm gonna camp for like multiple days. Like that's not me. I'm never gonna do that. But the last few years, I've been like, man, I would love to have just like a tent and be able to just pull into a camping spot on a fishing trip, sleep one night, fish the next day, then drive home. So I can like go a little further or whatever. So I am this summer like looking more into doing a little bit more of that. And I think I will enjoy that because I remember, I mean, I never like pitched a tent or anything, but when I used to have the Blazer and just when I used to have the Blazer or when I used to have the Blazer and the Ranger, I would sleep in the back of the Blazer, which isn't the same, but I did enjoy like staying at a campsite and stuff.
Could you be convinced if it's an ice fishery and there's money on the line and from midnight to whatever time, that's precious fishing hours?
So then I understand it.
Yes. Thank you.
Yes. Yeah, no, I totally get it.
Did you understand? Like, would you do it?
Yeah, I think then I'd be more apt to do it. Like when you said there was a competition, I was like, oh, okay, this makes sense now.
Yeah.
Because like, I guess I don't understand the people that are like, okay, I'm just going to go actively do this for, a whole weekend.
Yeah.
And not hop around or anything. But
that's
just also not my style of fishing.
Yeah.
Too.
But
it was
kind of
fun
like
too
fishing on a
because
permie though. Like,
yeah, but I don't even do that.
But people do.
I know, exactly. But that's like, once again, in retrospect, would I rather ice camp or fish in a permie? Fish in a permie.
Yeah. Right. It was fun too because we had some other buddies that were out there, so like they'd ride their 4-wheel over and pop in and like say hi. We were drinking beers. We brought pizza rolls to make over the buddy heater, and then we actually brought our flip over too and set it up like a few yards away and we drilled the hole, and that was the bathroom.
Oh,
wow!
Chumming.
Yeah, no number twos. Oh, all
right.
No number twos, but I don't know. It was a pretty good setup, and like we got cots, and we went to just like Bass Pro and got like these comfiest sleeping bags. I slept like a baby in there, dude.
Did you do did you do like the bunk bed cots, or did you just do one level?
No, we just did one level because then we essentially just kind of used those as our chairs. Like we just sat on our cots as
yeah,
that makes sense.
Chairs for fishing. But yeah, it was fun. Like, yeah, it's not something I'm going to do all the time, but here and there, I had a good time.
Gotcha. No, that's cool.
Yeah.
Did you have any other good ice fishing outings other than that one? Or I mean, were you guys just fishing in Madison, or did you go like travel anywhere?
So my parents live up like by the border of the UP, so we went up there and explored some new lakes and had just a freaking blast. We were crappie fishing a lot up there, and nothing like insanely huge, but we got on some nice ones, which was fun. I caught that big walleye ice camping, and then I caught a heck of a freaking bluegill this year too, which I feel kind of bad because we were perch fishing. Like it was totally by accident.
Yeah.
But it was like a 10.5 inch just.
That's a giant
like,
bluegill.
Dinner plate.
I think I remember seeing that picture, and I was like, that's a big ass bluegill.
My pictures suck. Like it's a beautiful fish. So like we haven't gotten out a ton, but for the amount we did, like I feel like I was kind of on a big fish kick, which was really awesome. It's been a fun winter.
Nice. Well, that's sweet.
Yeah.
Did you guys got to be? Are you close to open water down in Madison right now, or do you guys got a shitload of ice?
No, we haven't been out on the ice in weeks, but the last time we were out, I think we had like 16 or 18 inches. And this week it's warmed up a lot, so I'm sure it's sloppy, but we had a lot of snow too. So I'm assuming that's insulating the ice pretty good. So I'm sure it's a sloppy mess, but I'm sure there's still got to be a lot of ice.
Yeah, you guys just have, it's crazy how you guys are only like 3.5 hours from us and like really not that far south. It's more like southeast, but it feels like every year you guys have so much vastly different weather and conditions and everything than we do.
We warm up a lot quicker than you guys do, for sure.
Oh, that's sweet. Yeah. Pink, what about you? What you been up to?
Well, now that we've kind of like, we got back from that trip, and so I kind of just been like not doing a lot lately. But yeah, I haven't been fishing much as of recently, which is fine. I mean, we're gonna fish this weekend.
Yeah, we got our,
which I think will be fun.
Yeah, we got our Chronicle Experience guide trip from last year's Jude event.
Yeah,
so that'll be
some
fun.
people won like a giveaway to come fishing with us for a day. So
yeah,
so we're taking them fishing on Sunday.
Yeah,
and hopefully it'll be gorgeous outside and we'll smash.
I think it's actually great too, because like we were like when we were doing it, we were like, God, are we gonna get like a bunch of young guys? And then we're like, oh God, where do we take them? You know, that type of deal. No. We get Doug and his kids, and I was like, okay, so we're gonna have some little kids running around. No, Doug is 70 years old and his kids are 50. So we're just gonna be having a good old time. It's gonna be awesome.
It's gonna
be really cool. So yeah, we're gonna be. I was just talking to Pink actually before you got on, Maggie. I was like, I think we'll be able to take machines out, but yeah, we're gonna go rip out, and I mean that'll probably. I mean, I'll probably have a couple more days on the ice, but it got so warm so fast. So
yeah, like I honestly have just been monkeying with stuff that's not ice fishing stuff lately. Like the other day over the weekend, I smoked so much fish.
Yeah,
like a lot of fish. So that was fun. But yeah, I don't know. I've just been kind of getting trying to get things semi put away because I know it's coming to an end. But like, I also have nowhere to put any of this stuff, so who knows? Yeah. But yeah, trying to kind of get through all of that and then kind of like focus on something different. I think for a little bit. I was just like, the ice fishing's fun, and I'm pumped that like we're gonna go and like, I mean, we're gonna catch them on Sunday. Like, I feel pretty good about that.
Yeah, and it's gonna be.
I think that'll be a fun way to end it.
Yeah, it's gonna be nice out too. Like the last day of the year being nice out's always so fun.
Yeah, because like last year we ended the year fishing in like t-shirts and stuff, and we're gonna do the same thing this time.
That's my perfect day on the ice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was so hot that day.
Yeah, I was wearing shorts at the end.
Yeah, so hot. We got that's when Maggie, so we got there and there was snow everywhere and we were snowmobiling out on the ice. When I got off the ice the last day to like snowmobile back to our cabin, I drove that snowmobile through, I don't know, Pink, you would say probably 200 yards of sheer mud.
Oh yeah. Well, I had my truck parked on the ice and it was like halfway up the wheel of water when we got back to where the truck was.
Yeah.
Like, that's probably not good.
It was so much mud.
Yeah.
So much mud. Yeah, it was bad.
Aside from that part, that's like my perfect day on the ice. Late season when there's still plenty of ice for it to be safe, but you're like in a t-shirt and you come home burnt, like from the sun reflecting off the ice.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sobi and I were. He was driving.
Yeah.
Sobi was driving home from somewhere the other day, and we were chatting. And I think he put it perfectly. He was like, "I think we just like hurting ourselves and beating ourselves down because all we do is ice fish and." The cold and our hands hurt and we just beat the shit out of ourselves all year. And then late ice gets here and it's 40 degrees. There's 20 inches of ice and you can just go beat the crap out of them. And we're all like, you know what? Actually, I'm good. Like, I don't,
now
I'm fine.
The fishing's actually going to be good. Yeah.
The fishing's fantastic. The weather's great. And we're like, actually, I hate this now. I don't even want to experience this anymore. And it's by far the best conditions you can have. And he makes a great point. It's hilarious.
Yeah, it really is. But whatever. It's fine. Like I said, I'm gonna have fun one more time and I think I'll be good. But I don't know. I did watch because like a lot of did you watch the state hockey tournament, Bart? I mean it's the girls one, so like 0 people watch it, but
I did not.
It's don't look at me that way. It's true.
I'm a Bassmaster ambassador.
Well, you didn't go to the game.
Don't disrespect us. Like, no, I'm just kidding.
They showed on TV, there's like 6 people there. Literally, like, dude, when you buy a ticket, it's good for like 5 games in a row.
All right, let's hear your point.
Women's hockey needs a Bassmaster campaign.
Maybe. I don't know. Whatever. They had it this past or whatever. It was like this last week or whatever. I watched it. The guys' state tournament, I think, is next week or whatever, which more people view overall, generally. But they have that big expo. I don't know, Bart, have you ever been to that big hockey expo they do in town? It's pretty sweet. But there's like a lot of I know I'm going to go to the Muskie expo next weekend. That's another one that's coming. There's a Wausau one, I think, too, right? Is that
wasn't the Wisconsin Fishing Expo last weekend or something too?
Yeah,
but that's different.
Posting about it.
Yeah. The Wisconsin Fishing Expo, and then there's like I think a Wausau Muskie show, and then the Minnesota one. Yeah, but I'm gonna check that out. It's usually pretty cool. So yeah, I think that's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So I'm gonna go hang out there.
What's up, dude?
But yeah, I don't know. That's pretty much what I know about that.
Yeah, I mean, so then, for me, we got just little shameless plug for everybody here. So Saturday, any PTB fans are also welcome. We got our Break Your PB St. Jude fundraiser at Giesenbroy in New Prague, Minnesota from 4 to 9 o'clock. So people want to come out and have some beers with us. Yeah, just a big fundraiser where all proceeds go to the Dick Hiley St. Jude Bass Classic that me and Pangrak fish. We also have Ice Fishing Saves Lives t-shirts on sale on the Crappie Chronicles website right now. They're a pre-order item. They'll be up for
It turned out really good too.
They look really good. They're really nice t-shirts. It's like Pink, you know that like next level cotton and poly t-shirt? The like nice one that everybody that's the t-shirt that we're doing. Yeah. They're super slick. They're all pre-orders. So I think it'll be open for another week after you guys hear this. It's Friday, March. I think that would be the 6th. But it'll be open till then. So go order 1 or 2. They'll ship out probably a week after that. So you'll have to wait a little bit, but all the proceeds go to St. Jude's. So appreciate it.
This has been like a pretty good event. Like the last couple of years we've done it, like a lot of people show up. Like it's pretty cool.
And it's gotten bigger and bigger every year. So I'm intrigued to see this year.
And we got some great prizes for like raffles and stuff too.
Yeah. We got
a lot of cool stuff.
There's a bunch of different stuff going on this year. So it's going to be, we've been adding to it every year. So now we got like general raffle items for people who get there. We got silent auction items, only 2 this year, but one is a clamfish trap and the other is 4 club level wild tickets. And then we have 5, they're 100 board raffle items. So basically what that means is there's like, that like board you had for your science project when you were in 2nd grade, that cardboard board.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Everybody knows exactly what The trifold board. Yes. So we have 5 of those boards at the event, and they each have 100 raffle tickets on them. And then they're for an experience. So like Pink donated a cooking experience. So some people win a chance to, or win an opportunity to go cook with Pink, and then
wow,
or whatever. I don't know. Learn to cook from Pink. How do you want to say that?
Well, it'll probably end up just probably having to work it out with whoever actually wins, because I want it to be like kind of like a, not necessarily like a cooking class, but like let's cook some stuff, together. But I do see this, depending on who wins, like if I'm hoping that they're like pretty local or whatever, but that the Traeger boat might be involved in this one. I'm thinking.
I like that.
As like kind of a combo fishing day cooking thing. I think it'll be cool. So,
and then there'll be I'll do a bass fishing trip. I took Sarah and Tim out last year. We got like 27 pounds of smallmouth. It was super fun. And then Griff's doing a spring crappie trip. Waldo's doing a guided ice trip, which will end up being next year, but you'll get, you'll get to, well,
or
unless
Monday.
You want to, or Monday. Immediately. But yeah, you'll have that. And then we'll have another Chronicle experience going on. So the cool thing about those raffle boards too is, say you're a PTB fan, if you want to bid on it or get involved, they'll be for sale on our Chronicles merch site from 5:30 to 7:30 on Saturday night. So you can go there and grab a couple tickets if you want to. And that's only for those
50/50 raffle tickets left.
Yeah, I do. Those will be for sale till Saturday. So if you slide my DMs on Insta and you want to get in a 50/50 cash raffle,
it's a thing. It's happening.
Yeah, Venmo me. There, yeah. This is kind of under the table cash deal here. So just play it cool, everybody. All right.
It's all for the kids.
All the money's going to the kids. All right. So yeah, just hit me up and we can get you in on it, and I'll make sure you get some tickets written down, and then so we got that.
Yes.
Yeah, just a bunch of stuff going on. Basically, it's going to be super fun weekend, and like Pink said, there's more and more people that come out every year, so that's going to be really fun on Saturday. I look forward to that day every year. It's kind of a great day to end the year too, right, Pink?
I think so. Yeah, it's fun, and like everybody's got a lot of good stories usually from like their season or whatever, so that's fun to like hear everybody's trips that they went on or whatever. Just people that were enjoying watching. It's fun. I don't know. A lot of people show up, so it's worth coming out, even if you can only come for like an hour or whatever. It's definitely fun.
Yeah, 100%. And then, I mean, just what I've been up to lately is we got back from our trip, and then basically right after that, Alyssa's dance team she coaches was in the state tournament. So then I was at the state tournament for 2 days. That was pretty cool. Interesting experience. And yeah.
How did they do?
They took 6th in jazz and like 12th in kick. They weren't projected to do well in kick, but they made it out of their section. So,
or it's like the stats just weren't there.
Yeah, no, it's very interesting actually to see how it goes. Like they can basically predict who's going to win it before they even get there. Yeah. But it's still super. I mean, it was cool. It was cool to see. She was super pumped up about it. So, different experience to go do that. But other than that, I've been sitting at home editing. I got those last few videos out, and then, just been working on more stuff. So now that the weather got really warm, that's kind of thrown a wrench in a bunch of plans. So I'm not really sure where we sit there, but we're going to figure that out because I think the ice fishing season's over. So
pretty much.
I woke up on Tuesday and I heard birds chirping outside, and I was like, huh.
It's crazy how fast it comes and goes, the ice season.
I know.
I know. It feels so
especially
quick.
with how much ice we had this year. It was like, oh God, it's going to be here forever. And then it's just like, okay, just kidding.
Right. Especially compared to last year. It was like, all right, here we go. Yeah. And then I don't know. Now all I can think about is, first of all, watching the elites. All I can think about is open water. And then 2, all I can think about is turkey hunting this spring.
Yeah. You even dressed for it here. So we got to at least talk.
I know. I'm
you like half.
I don't know. It's more than half. 2/3.
60-40.
Yeah.
All right. But yes,
yeah.
Are you? Do you have plans to go already? Are you doing multiple states or just Wisconsin, or what are you doing?
I actually am. I'm excited.
Oh,
So kind of BS. I don't know if you guys are familiar with our like turkey tag system, like draw system here, whatever you want to call it. But essentially, you put in. They ask you what your first preference is, like zone and time period, and then your second one. So I put zone whatever. Preference 1 as season A, which is the first one. Preference 2, season B, which is the second one. I get my tag back and I got C. So I'm like, okay, sick. So I don't get to hunt. I don't know. So I don't get to hunt till 3rd season, which sucks. But I grew up hunting with my dad, like whitetail hunting with a rifle.
Yeah.
And just, now that I've somewhat started my own life and I have a boyfriend that I hunt with, I really don't hunt with my dad a lot. So we've started this thing yearly where we kind of meet in the middle of Wisconsin because we're essentially on opposite ends of the state. We meet in the middle and we turkey hunt together every year. So with his buddy, Big Al is a heck of a guy. So we applied as a group. So we all got the same season. So that'll be super fun.
Cool.
But prior to that, I'm actually heading to Minnesota with somebody. So we're going to hopefully shoot a bird in Minnesota, drive right back here to get right back into the woods in Wisconsin, hopefully shoot a bird with my dad and Big Al. And then once the leftover tags go on sale, I think I'm going to try to get a later season tag and try to shoot one with my bow because I've never done that. And I just got a new bow. So I think that would be really, really dang cool. So hopefully 3 turkeys for me this year, but I don't know. We'll see.
That would be sweet. What bow did you get? What's the rig? It's the new whip.
Yeah. So for the past 4 or 5 years, I've been hunting with the Matthews Prima, which was their women's bow. And now I just got the Matthews Lift RS. So the thing is freaking fast and quiet. And it's just this tiny little thing, but in the best way possible. Like it's so light. I don't know. I'm fired up.
That's sweet. That's like a big jump too. I feel like between those two. That's awesome.
And it's like sexy. Like I know a lot of people really like getting like the colorful strings and stuff. I'm pretty boring. Like I got the earth color with just like black accents, tan string, like it's like twisted with black. And it's just like
I'm a killer. It's fine.
I love it. It's so cool.
That's sweet.
Oh, I was hoping you guys would ask. It's right here.
Yeah. Oh, this.
I just happened to have.
It's just turning on some wrenches here right before we started talking.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm really excited. And I actually, I didn't say this earlier, but I got to go down to Georgia this year to kind of do some doe patrol, some population control. And
I saw that.
Cause. Yeah, with Seek One, they do a venison Project Doe Day. So the population of deer down in like the Atlanta area is just insane. So a bunch of hunters get together and harvest some deer, and they all get donated to people in need. So like different charities around Atlanta. So it was really cool.
That's how many people were involved in that? Because it looked like a lot.
Yeah,
like at least on Instagram, that's what it looked like.
Yeah. So to my knowledge, Seek One does like invite a bunch of their buddies down, but then they sell a bunch of tickets to the public and along with that, just anyone who wants to harvest a deer and come and donate it, that serves as your ticket to get into the event as well. So I don't know as far as people that were involved, but I think they said they donated just from that one location, like 100 and I don't want to butcher this, but I want to say like 140 some deer just from that one location. So how many pounds of meat, into people in need. So really cool deal. And it was just selfishly, like I love that we're helping people and helping with the population issue, but it was just really cool to like kind of step away, get a break from ice fishing and go down there and bow hunt one last time for the year. So it was
that's a cool experience though.
Yeah. And of course we go down to Georgia and it's the first time in like 8 years that they get snow and an ice storm. Like I thought I was getting out of Wisconsin. Yeah.
So how did that play out? Did they like have like sets hung for you to go to, or like how did it?
So I guess for either you guys or anyone listening that's not familiar with what they do a lot of I always get this messed up. Is it suburban? I get suburban or urban. urban.
I mean, they hunt the suburbs of Atlanta, but they call it like urban hunting.
Yeah. Urban hunting. Thank you. I get that so mixed up. Okay. Appreciate your help.
Yeah,
so they get permission from people who, I mean, they live in the suburbs, but like they might have like a little bit of a wooded yard. So they did help us out with permission, but it was goofy. We were staying at an Airbnb that had woods behind it, and we wound up getting permission from our, like, through the messaging app on Airbnb. We got permission to hunt our Airbnb too. So it was kind of cool. Like, we didn't necessarily door knock, but it was cool to get our own permission. But yeah, they helped us out with spots as well. They have so many connections down there, and I only got the chance to shoot once, but it couldn't have gone better. Like, she fell right away, but right on the people's driveway, you guys.
Oh God!
Come on!
You're
like I was with my water bottle and leaves. I was trying to like wash their driveway off.
But it was cool. The people there? Did they like come out?
No, I think they were at work or something. But heck of a different experience. I feel like I've been very fortunate my whole, like, I really haven't even public land hunted a ton, especially for deer. You know, I've done a little bit of turkey hunting on public, but that was a very different experience. Like, you could and again, it snowed for the first time in like 8 years, so kids had snow days. They were out playing in yards, so like there's a kid playing over here and a dog running around, and like you're hunting this way. Like, it was really weird, really different. People sawing trees down, like we were just listening to chainsaws, and it was nuts. It was cool.
That's got to be strange.
Yeah, different.
Would you do it again? Like, if you get invited back or whatever?
Oh yeah, especially. I mean, I would do it in general. Like, it's a cool deal, but you can't beat like what a good cause is. Like, you're bringing people together. We get to do what we love, and we get to like help with two issues, right? Like, people in need of food, and just the overpopulation of deer down there is insane. Like, a full-size doe is a fawn here, like a yearling. Like, there's not enough food around for them. They're getting hit by cars every day down there. It's really bad.
Yeah, I remember. I mean, I've driven through Atlanta a few times just for bass fishing stuff and the suburbs, and there is deer on the side of the road.
Everywhere, in the road, in people's yards.
Yeah.
It's insane. We were covered in them, and we were just right off of someone's driveway. It's really goofy.
Nuts. Yeah. Yeah, it's cool what they do, though. Like, it's cool to be involved with kind of like their mission and everything. They got a pretty sweet deal going down there.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for people, I mean, maybe for people who don't know, like, I don't hunt, but like I've watched a ton of Seek One stuff just because they are phenomenal storytellers. Like, they do a really, really, really good job on YouTube. It's really fun to watch. So you can check that out too. But yeah, they do super cool stuff. So definitely, I think that's a super cool experience. Do you know them? Did you get to meet them and like hang out with them through the experience, or like was it just like, oh, go here, go hunt here, you know?
So we all would kind of meet up at their headquarters at the end of the day to like tell stories and eat dinner together and whatnot. But I will say, like, they're coordinating this whole event, so they were pretty busy, and there were tens of 20s of, I don't even know how many deer coming in day after day that we were all working on, you know, like gutting and whatnot. So they were busy. Like, I wasn't trying to bother them, but we all kind of got to hang out. And one of the spots they like drove us there and made sure we got settled in and whatnot. They're great guys. They're awesome.
Nice. That's cool. Super cool.
Yeah.
Well, at least it kind of got your gears going for hunting to go, like, for turkey. Like, you probably kind of already like, yep, let's
I'm
roll.
so ready. Especially, I just got back from NWTF too, and while I'm at NWTF,
my God,
I'm getting cell cam videos of turkeys gobbling back here, like in the snow, and I'm ready.
Was that your Instagram story you were posting them on, or your Snapchat? Because I remember seeing those too.
Yeah, I made a stupid video that got about 100 likes of the turkeys got, like, it was like, the boys are back in town, and then like, they gobbled, and then it kept going. Yeah, I don't know, I'm fired up. Like, shooting a turkey isn't as rewarding or like plentiful as harvesting a deer, right? But like turkey hunting, I think I like it more than whitetail hunting these days. It's just so like the way you like you're calling and they're gobbling back, and like it's just the adrenaline.
Getting to like interact with them is the best part.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, from the outside view, it seems very interactive and like intimate in the sense of like you're right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's not like you're just hoping they come by. It's like you're like,
come here.
You're seducing them in. Is what's happening.
Exactly.
It's like, I'm just a little turkey over here. And they come over. But yeah, that's no, cool. I'm pumped. I'm definitely going to. Right now I'm just gonna do Minnesota, but I could be talked into other things, I suppose. Because I know like Wisconsin for like D and E, there's always like leftover tags.
Yeah.
It seems like. But
well shoot, boy, maybe we should do the late season together.
Shit.
Double up on some Wisconsin birds.
Bow gang, Wisconsin. Oh, damn.
Like and subscribe if you want to see us do that.
Thanks, Maggie.
Yeah.
Yeah. When does dumb question on my part, but when does the season open in Minnesota, Pink? Or like when does it start for you guys?
Right in the middle of April. So I think it's like the 16th. It's weird because like most seasons open on like a weekend, but like turkey season opens on a Wednesday. Mm-hmm. Like each period starts on a Wednesday. It's very weird, but that's just how it's set up. So I think it's like the 16th of April, somewhere right in there.
The DNR or whatever was just like, and for turkeys, we say, fuck it, Wednesday.
Like, you have off work Saturday? That's cool. It opens on Wednesday now. Let's see. Yeah, I believe it's the 16th it opens. I think.
That's sweet.
I'll double check, but it's coming quick. And then, but Minnesota's kind of interesting because, like, in Wisconsin, you have to pick a season, like a time period, right? Minnesota has the same thing, but you don't have to apply. Now you can just buy a tag for whatever period you want to hunt. But if you buy an archery tag, it's good for the whole season. So from the first day all the way to the end of May, which is pretty cool. So
that's interesting. So it's also weapon specific, whereas Wisconsin, you can use either shotgun or the bow, like it doesn't matter.
So yeah, so if you get the regular tag, you can hunt with whatever you want. If you get the archery tag, you can only hunt with a bow, but you get the whole turkey season.
Okay.
Which is kind of cool.
Do you mainly hunt then the first part in April then, Pink, or do you still do it until the end of May? Like if you got a tag and you're like, oh, I want to get out, or does it just turn into a bitch?
Well, I mean, I always archery hunt just so I can get the whole season. But I like to go early, but like if I suck or whatever, it just doesn't go down. It's nice to have options, but then once you start fishing, it's really hard to peel away and be like, oh, I'm just gonna go turkey hunt for a weekend. Plus, I like going before all the bugs get real rowdy. Like the ticks get insane and like the mosquitoes and stuff already start rolling. So that first like week and a half is usually like very chill. Like it's a nice time to be out there. But I don't know. It's all good. It can be good at any time. So
I'm hopeful that the bugs will be good this year because we had frost down to like freaking like 3-4 feet this year, whatever it is.
I don't know. But those ticks, dude. F those things. Yeah. God, I hate those stupid things. Oh, and there's so many of them. Mm-hmm. I hate it.
Oh, I hate ticks.
All right. Like just hunting season.
Yeah, it's coming. It's coming. But no, I'm pumped. I don't know if any of the other guys are really turkey banging at all. I know Will does in Montana a bit. Like I always see him post a couple pics. But
yeah, I don't know if Sobi does much turkey hunting.
I don't think so. Or maybe he used. I don't know.
Maybe. It's kind of like you said, it falls in that time too where like especially for Sobi, if you're making open water content or whatever, like it's such a flip of the season and you're trying to get on top of it. And like for me, I mean, I don't hunt, but like if you were a guy who say you were like Chancey Walters, right? And he fishes the opens, but he hunts a ton. Like he can't be home for turkey season a lot. Like I know Fighter, he ends up turkey hunting back home a bit, but he does it like in a ton of different states, basically wherever he's driving through, just because you're on the road so much in the spring.
I honestly wish I could go to more states because it sucks you can only shoot one because it's so fun. Like, especially if you go out the first day and get one, you're like, that was sick, but I didn't even get to do it.
I gobbled it one turkey, came in, and it's over. Like, I want to do it again.
Well, that's what I mean. So it's like it'd be cool because you can't get like another tag. You can only get one, at least in Minnesota.
That's only ideal when you do get a late season tag because then it's like tournament season. So you get one right away in the morning. Andrew and I have done that. I shot my Tom in the morning, and then we hopped on the boat and pre-fished for our tournament.
That's so sick.
And then I wound up taking a back deck nap. I was so tired. It's an early morning.
That would be a good video right there.
Yeah,
I think so. Because don't some of the
then you
elite
cook
guys
it on the Traeger boat.
Don't they do that like Yamaha thing or whatever? It's like a bass tournament and like a turkey hunting contest in one.
I've never heard of that, but
I haven't heard of that.
Because I think Brandon Polnick and some other guys like do it. It's like in Texas or something.
Damn.
I'll have to watch. I'm gonna have to try to remember what that's called. It's definitely a thing. It's like a competition.
Yeah.
Is it a partner thing?
What?
I honestly don't know.
It's through Yamaha. That's what I know.
Are you like competing for yourself, or is it like a partner thing?
No, it's like they're like on teams.
Okay, cool. You're on my team. We're doing it.
Okay.
Like and subscribe if you want.
Call them up.
Who has a Yamaha here?
Click the bell. What?
I don't think Pink does either. Do you have a Yami?
That's who. No. No, I haven't.
Oh, but it's not like a Yamaha owner's thing. Okay, I got you. Anyways,
it's turkey hunting. There's not even a Yamaha involved.
Yeah, but I thought you said Yamaha like puts it on.
They're like this. Yes.
Okay.
Anyways,
whatever.
That got way too complicated.
Yeah.
Anyways,
turkey hunting's coming. But yeah, like you were talking about though with getting into the spring. I just can't.
Bart wants to talk about anything else. He's like, I have nothing to contribute.
I don't. I mean, you guys can talk about hunting more if you want.
Fine.
I don't care.
Go on.
I'm curious what you're about to say. Let's go.
Well, we had just had on the agenda talking about how it got warm so fast.
I thought we covered that.
Well, ice season's come to a close.
Tell us.
It's warm out, you guys. It warmed up.
I drove by lakes today.
Did you see the temperature?
The ice looks not good. Well, actually, it looks fine. It just looks really gray.
I saw somebody driving a car on the ice today that I thought shouldn't.
Yeah.
That's always fun.
Yeah, I watched for a while and then nothing happened. So.
Well, that's kind of lame. There was a mass evacuation of ice houses, though. So I live, Maggie, I don't know if you know where I live. Do you know where Clearwater, Minnesota is?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like right. Basically, it's the intersection of if you're going up to central northern Minnesota or western northern Minnesota. So like on Sunday, the mass evacuation of ice houses coming down 94 and like the intersections and the gas stations around here was incredible. It was just a full-blown migration of everyone going back home. But yeah, all the seasons are done. Can you, Maggie, in Wisconsin, you guys is your walleye and stuff closed right now, or do you close later? Oh boy. I think you know this, Pink.
It's
I haven't
later.
Been out in a while. Yeah,
it's later, but it does close. I think it actually might be. It's either this week or next week. It's closed.
That's what I'm unsure.
Like
I know
the general game fish.
I don't know if it's happened yet.
Okay.
I haven't been out.
It hasn't yet, but I think it's like it might be tomorrow. Actually, it's soon. It's within the next 7 days.
Okay, gotcha. But yeah, so all the seasons are coming to a close. So unless you're gonna go burbateering or some other stuff,
yeah. But like Wisconsin, like you can still like catch other stuff, bass, whatever.
Yeah, they got the catch and release bass season.
Smallie banging.
Yeah, I know. My boy Hayden Anderson will probably be out doing that this weekend.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, probably go catch a couple. But
All right, tell us. I want to hear about this boat, dude.
My boat?
Yeah.
I'm in an interesting situation right now. My new boat has arrived, and my old boat still needs to be sold. So we're currently in a predicament of I'm still gonna be in my old boat unless I can get it sold. So if anybody knows anybody looking for 2024 Camus for a good deal, I got you. I'm your guy. But yeah, so I have a new Phoenix that showed up in tune, just waiting to get it rigged and everything until I know. I have the boat sold and everything, but that's kind of where it's at right now, to be honest. There's just not a ton of development on it. And I'm not like, I don't want to get myself too hyped. You know what I mean? Until the old boat is sold.
So they had it on order, but you technically haven't like signed it over to you yet.
Yeah. It's just the way, the way it's ordered through and just kind of some of the business stuff that's going on. It's like, if I can get rid of my old boat, it will be my Phoenix. And that's the plan anyways. So they're open. The Intune Marine open house isn't this weekend, it's next weekend. So there's a bunch of people starting to shop bass boats and everything. So like I said, if anybody wants, is interested in it, I am selling a Camus right now. So we can get you out in it and get it ready to roll. I love that boat. It was great. So it's
what if I'm interested in the Phoenix?
Well, I can connect you. I can connect you with Brian.
I heard it hasn't been sold yet.
He sells the Camus.
They do have some other Phoenixes for sale that you could get.
Oh my god!
I want yours
specifically.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? We could maybe. I'm trying to think if you bought the Phoenix, if I could switch that money over somehow, but that wouldn't work out because I don't own the Phoenix yet, so I couldn't swap it over to pay for the Camus. So I don't like this deal anymore, Maggie. This isn't working out for me.
Well, I'm gonna go to the open house and give them an offer they can't refuse.
Oh, yeah, you're burnt, dude. I don't know.
Yeah, hey, you said you liked the Camus.
Yeah, I do. I do like the Camus. It is. It's a good boat. We shouldn't have brought this up now because now someone is going to go to the open house and be like, Brian,
wow, this boat's dope.
Yeah, I would like Bart's boat.
Oh shit! I didn't realize that it wasn't like a done deal yet. I just know you because you sent me the picture of it. And
yeah. I mean, I ordered it and everything last fall, and that's kind of the plan. But then with the way I didn't get it listed super early because of the way the ice season shook out and just everything going on. So just a bunch of, moving and shaking going on. But I mean, boat sale season's kind of just firing up. Like, as we know, last Wednesday, it was like -10 still. And now it's 50. So I think everyone's still a little shell shocked right now. And sale season should get going. But yeah, that's a plan. I'm hoping to should be in a 2025 Phoenix 20XE this year. So
nice.
Yeah. Are you planning that as soon as there's available open water, like in Iowa or something, you're just gonna go? Or
I honestly I haven't thought that far ahead yet. My head's been so deep in trying to edit ice fishing videos. I haven't known if I'd have time. The biggest thing I'm considering right now is there is a Toyota Series event on Kentucky Lake, like April 8th through 10th or something like that.
So like kind of soon.
Yeah, and the deadline to register is March 17th, so I'm still kind of contemplating it. I'm probably going to end up going to fish it, but once again, we're in the spot of which I'm waiting to see which boat it's going to be.
Because you might have to break it in first,
or I might break it in practice. Like, to be dead honest, like if I end up in the Phoenix, I'll probably break it in practice, just because that's the way it's going to shake out, which is fine. And if that's my first open water trip of the year, like I'd be hyped on that. I love going to Kentucky Lake in April, so that'd be super cool if that ends up happening. But I might be in the Camus again. So either way, I have good juju on Kentucky Lake and that Camus. So I'm cool with that too. Doesn't matter to me which boat I go down there in. But that's kind of where I'm looking at the first trip right now. I don't know. I mean, even if the ice starts going quick, dude, like it's going to take 2 weeks for anything to be fishable around here, in my opinion. Like, the accesses are going and everything, but even when the shoreline goes, it takes 5 days for a lake to go completely ice free. So we're still looking at 2 to 3 weeks. And then me and Alyssa are actually going on a vacation to San Diego at the end of March. So I won't be fishing then. So other than that, that's kind of maybe what my first trip of the year would be, unless the river breaks open or something and I want to get out. But right now, March for me is just looking at being chill. Just hanging out, watch some March Madness, which I'm hyped on.
Oh yeah, dude, it's coming. It's coming.
Bart, are you fishing any opens this year?
No, So I'm actually I am actually only fishing 3 tournaments this summer. I'm fishing unless I fish that Kentucky Lake one, but that one's up in there. As of right now, I'm fishing the St. Jude. I'm going to fish the Minnetonka Classic, and then I'm fishing Minnesota Bass Nation State. But kind of like I've talked with Pink a little bit about it. I'm actually really hyped. This year is kind of the year I'm taking a big step back from a bunch of tournaments and like a bunch of client work and stuff I've done. And I'm going to kind of fully dive into just filming YouTube full time. So I'm going to go film a couple more series, do a couple longer films, potentially like 1.5, 2 hour long movie type thing. I'm not going to be doing it necessarily like Sam does with like kind of the everyday vlogging style. More of like, I'm going to go somewhere, film for a few days, come home, edit it, put it out. But that's kind of what my focus is going to be for the summer. So I'm really excited about that because that means, other than like 3 weeks this summer, I'm going to be fishing a bunch of new water. And I think that's just got me really excited for open water, just going and experiencing a bunch of new things. So that's my plan for the open water season. Are you doing any opens again?
No, I'm not running my own boat yet. So they cut co-anglers. So no opens for me. But I mean, I think Andrew and I have close to 30 tournaments on our schedule already for this summer. But granted, keep in mind, we do a lot of like small local stuff. And
like Tuesday, Wednesday tournaments.
Well, not even counting
tournaments.
those. So we run the Wednesday night series. So we'll be doing those every Wednesday night. But just like Angler's Choice and Wabta and like we're in a bass club. So those I do want to try to do some sort of Bassmaster tournaments this year. So whether that's like some nation stuff or like I might even try hopping into some kayak stuff. I've never done any bigger kayak tournaments, so I think it would be fun to just experience that. I'm sure I'd get
Where's the Wisconsin Nation State Tournament at this year?
God, I know. I have everything written down, and I can't keep track of all this stuff. I want to say on the river somewhere, but maybe I'm wrong. I'm probably wrong.
It could be. The river gets used a lot. So.
Yeah, I've got everything messed up. I have it in my notes app here. But
that'll be fun. I mean, that's kind of like the way I always evaluate it is if you're going to do tournaments, just do an assload of tournaments. Like, do it and have fun doing it.
Well, and I feel like Andrew and I are really fortunate that like we both enjoy doing them so much. And, especially if they're team tournaments, like we get to do them together. So we're fortunate there that it's not taking time away from like a relationship or, we don't have kids or anything. So might as well do it while we can, right?
Yeah, for sure. I look at it right now as like last year fishing the opens, and then I fished an invitational, and then with the team trail, I think I added up like all the days of practice and tournaments and traveling last year. And with me taking that out of my schedule from April through September this year, I freed up like 70 days. And I like looked at that and I was like, holy shit. You don't really realize how many days that actually is until you actually write it down and you're like, oh my God, that's okay. And that's where I looked at and I'm like, okay, I can get a lot accomplished in 70 days doing that, compared to the tournament side. So I'm just excited for a change up for a year. I'm sure I'll be back fishing a ton of tournaments again in a year, but
yeah, for sure.
Maggie, are you gonna do that alumni tournament?
I haven't heard anything about it yet, but dude, if I don't have another tournament, I absolutely would. If someone's stupid enough to want to fish with me, I'm down.
They just posted about it, I think today or maybe yesterday.
Okay,
but maybe
I'll steal Andrew's boat. Maybe
you can do that.
Where'd they move it to?
Well, because they always did it on Wapaka, which was like fun because it's like right there. But this year they changed the location and it's on Big Green. So I don't know how that makes sense really, but that's where it is. So
I mean,
they're hoping for more alumni show out.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like the whole thing was that we were like in Stevens Point, and it was like
could go to
right
the
there.
bars you went to in college and go, live it up.
Well,
Have
and like
fun.
everyone's fish like there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know, and it's small. Like it's a good venue for what it is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a bunch of people getting together and like slapping some bass around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if that would work with my schedule. I would love to do that. That would be a blast. I don't love Big Green. Maybe that's an unpopular opinion. Not my favorite lake, but
yeah, I don't know. I thought it was an interesting choice, so I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone's doing it yet. Like I haven't talked to barely anybody, so
I wonder if there was like another tournament going on. Like I'm curious what would have made them do that.
Yeah, I don't even think it's on the same week because it was always on opening weekend of fishing, and it's not. It's on like May 10th or something. It's the second weekend of May. Yeah.
Interesting.
Anyway, whatever. Add it to the list. You're already doing 30. What's one more?
Yeah, no kidding. With the lack of opens though, like you said, Bart, I got a lot of time back. Not to bring it back to hunting. This will be quick. But
no, you're good. Talk about hunting. I don't care.
Because I got some time back. I'm really excited. I've been getting bear points in Wisconsin for like years.
Nice.
And now that I'm like, well, I'm gonna have a little more time, I put in for a kill tag and I got one, boys.
Hell yes.
Yeah. I'm like nervous, like weirdly like nervous, excited. But hopefully I get a bear what's that season, like September through October? Something.
Yeah, it's early. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you already have a place?
Is there is there a zone for that, or like is it you get to go where you want, or how does it work for the bear side?
They break the state up into zones for bear too. So same thing. I'm not gonna act like I'm some like professional here. I'm not. I have no idea what I'm doing. So I don't know if you remember me talking about my dad's buddy Big Al that we turkey hunt with. He's pretty into the whole bear hunting thing, so he's gonna really coach me.
Big Al seems like a good guy to know.
He's the best.
He seems like the guy you want running bait for you. Big
yeah,
Al.
he's gonna teach me like all of that, like how to bait and help me out with that. And so I'm really excited to like learn and hopefully make it happen. So that'll be cool.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Then one last question about this.
Okay.
Are you gonna hunt with the bow on the bear tag?
I'm too scared. I don't know. It's not too late for me to change my mind, right? But like I'm just like a little like nervously scared about it. Like I've watched too many of those damn videos of a bear like climbing up the tree that you're in or something, right? So I would feel a lot better hunting with my gun, and I think I probably will hunt with my gun, but doing it with my bow would be pretty legendary. I'm still considering it. I don't know. I just feel
shooting sweet. You know, you're gonna be dropping lasers.
Yeah.
You're gonna be like, yeah, let's rut.
Yeah, I don't know. It would be so cool.
It would be cool. So yeah. Cool. Oh yeah.
I don't
know.
That's
sick that you have a tag this year. That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Pink, have you ever done a bear hunt, or are you like trying to get those points, or do you not have interest in that?
Yeah, I've been applying for points. I just don't have enough to draw the tag yet. So in Wisconsin anyway. I have considered hunting Minnesota though. It's just like a little bit different how it works here, like as far as like getting tags and stuff. But there are areas where you can go and just buy a tag in Minnesota too. There's less bears there. You know, like the better units all definitely are higher draw. But yeah, I'd actually I think once I draw Wisconsin, I'll be like, that'll be sweet. But I would really like to go and do a spring bear hunt out west.
Yeah.
It's kind of really on my list. Like a spot and stock bear hunt really gets me fired up versus like, not that a baited hunt wouldn't be fun and I'm like going to definitely do it, but that I just like that style of hunting so much that I'm like, I really want to do that soon. But there's a handful of states that have spring hunts. So it's on my list, but yeah, it would be super cool. I have not had a bear tag yet though. So I haven't played the game, but I know I have some buddies that hunt them pretty often, so it's cool to like hear about how it goes down and everything. But yeah,
I think for me, being a little nervous, the whole baited Wisconsin hunt will be a good way to ease into it, and then we'll go from there.
Well, and it should be super cool because like if you get a shot, like it's going to be pretty close. You know what I mean? So it's like you're gonna get to like see them. Like that's the cool thing about those baited hunts is they're like right there.
See, and that's why I'm like, do I just do it with my bow? Like, is this the time? I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. Crunch time decision.
The gram would be fired up.
I'm just gonna shoot it with my gun, and then no, I'm just kidding.
Bring the bow with.
Yeah, I'm kidding.
Like,
maybe I'll try to shoot it with my bow, but bring my gun for when it starts running at me.
Back up. Yeah.
Ugh, I'm scared.
That'll be sweet. Oh yeah.
I'm excited.
That'll be super cool. I'm pumped for you. I'm excited to see that.
Well, I maybe shouldn't have let the world know yet for when I come out empty-handed, but hopefully.
Oh, come on.
No.
Come on. You're going to smash one.
Hopefully.
All right. I did want to get into a little bit. Let's jump into some of we were just talking about tournament fishing, but some of the Bassmaster stuff. The fantasy season just activated like the past 2 weeks.
The most glorious time of the year.
It is. And I feel like the first couple tournaments always kind of like set the tone. Like if you suck.
I will say too, we have to acknowledge that Sobi 100% missed tonight's podcast probably because he hasn't got made due on his bet still.
I know.
And he just can't show up until he does it.
Till he has a valid excuse or something or what? I don't know. And he missed so many good opportunities to do it. Is the main issue.
So many opportunities. When is this tournament with it's a Snoopy poll, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So Maggie, I don't know if you heard about this or not, but he lost fantasy fishing, and basically his like, whatever punishment kind of thing or whatever is he has to actually fish like a legit tournament, but he's only allowed to use like a push button like Snoopy, like a little kid's rod,
That's tough.
But he has to actually fish a legit event.
Like, does his like Tuesday night thing count, or does it have to be bigger than that?
Well, the funny thing, it counts, but I don't believe he's fishing Tuesdays this year. I don't know.
I don't know. But it just has to be like an organized tournament. And there was like a bunch of them he could have done this fall and like didn't. Like he could have even done an ice tournament and he didn't. So I
almost signed him up for the Arsenal Fall Brawl because I was like, he ain't gonna sign up for one. So I was gonna call Dan and be like, hey, get Sobi in here and he has to fish with a push Snoopy rod.
But it's gonna happen, and he has to like film it, so it's fine. It
works out great. Yeah.
Maybe it'll be a champs tour.
Oh,
well, that's the thing. Like, I don't know what he's gonna do for it now. So it's not looking good for Sobi right now. Losses.
He's not answering any calls. Just he's on do not disturb. Like it's crazy.
I'm making ice fishing content. I don't know about any Snoopy rod. What are we talking about?
So yeah, I don't know. Maybe just get in those DMs if you're listening to this right now and just let them know we're still waiting.
Yeah, you really got to bug him. Really bug him.
Yeah, but
maybe
what?
I just thought of this.
We'll see it.
If he doesn't do it for like, I don't know. Say we get into June and he still hasn't done it. Should we just leak his phone number to the PTB listeners and just have them spam him?
Yeah, my morals are low, so I'd be fine with that.
I mean, if he doesn't do it by June, nobody tell him we talked about this, okay? Like, you cannot let him know this.
Yeah. All right. I like that.
But, like, if he doesn't do it by June, maybe we leak his phone number somehow, and we're like, hey, just let him know. So then every day, all he wakes up to is you still haven't fished the tournament. That'll be worse than not fishing the tournament.
But, like, kind of on him, So, I don't know.
Terrible.
Okay. Anyways, the season started. Yeah.
We'll let people know about it. It'll happen. Anyway, but yeah. So what do we got? St. John's River, and Okeechobee, right? So I didn't mean to stumble on that saying St. Lawrence River, but this is very funny. We got a DM from Clayton Schick. Did you see this, Bart?
No, I didn't.
Okay, so he joined our fantasy league or whatever, right? Like last minute. He did. He was like panic mode, like, oh my God, like before the first term, he had like 10 minutes or something to like get his thing in. But he's in. So he's in our group, and he got his roster in, but he actually sent me. He said, "Guess what I did?" He said, "For some reason, I thought they were fishing the St. Lawrence, not the St. John's."
Oh,
he said, "Geez, I even thought it seemed kind of cold for that lake right now." And he picked like smallmouth guys.
Oh no!
He's like, Gussie was my number one pick.
I'm just looking at like the results right now, and I'm like, I don't see Clayton Schick in here, but I'm like scrolling down.
Oh no!
I had to go to, for the record, Sobi has not started this year hot. I just had to get to the second page to find Sobi's results from the first event, and I'm still looking for Clayton Schick. I don't see him.
Well, he sent me a screenshot of it.
Maybe
he's got maybe he has like a weird name.
Oh man, Maggie, should I call you out or not? Because Maggie,
Did I join Pass the Bar?
Yeah, Maggie Joe definitely did worse than Sobi too.
Yeah, I did terrible.
Yeah, you beat Joel Willard though, so you got that going for you.
I'll take that.
I still came out of the gate hot.
Really hot. Yeah. B-Rock is on page 3. Holy cow. Yikes. And he even said his lineup.
Tighten up.
Oh, okay. Brent Lopez, you're one of my best friends to death. But Rello took second to last in the people who set their lineups. I've never seen a score this low. He had 605 points. I don't know how that's possible.
That's not a lot.
Rello. I still have not found Clayton Schick, so he did it, but
he literally, yeah. Well, anyway, it sounds like it probably doesn't matter because that last tournament did not go good for him. It sounds like.
Yes. Okay, but yeah, first tournament, me and Pink came screaming out hot. I finished 4th in the whole group, which is awesome. Good start to the year. I'm gonna take that.
I think I was tied for like a multiple way tie for like 7th or something, 6th or 7th.
Yeah, you tied with Gustafson. I think Brian. Is that Brian Gustafson? Is Brian Gustafson a fan of PTB? If he is, shout out.
Sudden.
Yeah, that's sick. He wins ton of Canadian tournaments. But yeah, you tied with him for 6th and 7th. So whatever.
Bring it. But yeah, I don't know. I felt like, I had some good picks there. I do not feel as confident about this Okeechobee one. That's happening as we're right now.
I would also say for all the shit I talked about, people finishing bad at the St. John's, I had a really bad first day. I'm in 100th right now in our group.
Ooh, that's tough. That's tough. That's a major decline.
We got one guy in the cut and he's in the 30s. So I need people to pick it up tomorrow.
Yeah. Did you watch any of it? Either one of them?
No, I didn't. No, I was too busy running around today. I'll probably watch some tomorrow and over the weekend check in.
Yeah. I don't really even know kind of how it played out. I checked just real quick at the leaderboard and I didn't see any of my people and I was like sad.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, no, I didn't check in on much. St. John's was cool how it went down. Super cool seeing Bill Owen win. Super cool. Bill's awesome, dude. So nice. So pumped for him on that. It was also cool seeing it won. Swim jigging and flipping, just old school.
And like if someone's gonna win with a swim jig, god damn it, I hope it's Bill.
Yeah, It was awesome. And dude, he won it he didn't have a limit the last day.
Yeah.
Like old school grinder, man.
And what did he win by? Like 4 ounces, right?
I think it was 3 or 4 ounces from Jay Shakirat. And then I think John Garrett was 1 ounce behind Shakirat.
Yeah. So, Jay took the Yeti hot seat by 1 ounce.
Yeah, it was tight.
It was nuts.
Behind the stage there had to have just been nuts because like normally those guys have a pretty good idea of like, okay, this guy's probably got it because like they talk to each other and you're like, okay, like I don't have that much, and they're probably all looking at each other like, what you got? And then they all say it and they all do the math in their head and they're like, oh shit, we all have the same weight.
We the same.
Yeah. And then they're all looking at each other's bags and they're like, yeah, we're the same.
Yeah. Damn.
But yeah, Bassmaster season firing off. Cool to see. I mean, on another front, I don't know if you've seen this, Pink, but the BPT kicked off. So Major League Fishing's. What kind of cool there, I've actually paid attention to a little bit this year is they do their format's still super weird in terms of the days and everything. And I haven't quite grasped on to everything that's going on with the certain days and stages. However, each day they can only use live scope or forward facing in general. They can only use it for one of the 3 periods, and they have to declare it at the beginning of the day when they're going to use it. And it's been very interesting to watch because like the first tournament of the year was won 100% on forward facing. And it was the guys who used it right away in the morning and just built a bag you could not catch up to. And then the second one, a lot of guys didn't even turn it on. They like said they're not going to use it at the beginning of the day to just like force themselves to go do a flipping pattern. And it was cool to see. So I actually do like that change up they've done there. It makes it very intriguing. I think it makes it very interesting too for the argument people have made. I know Bass still has it as wide open for forward facing whenever. I don't really have an issue with that or anything. I think it's awesome, but I think it makes a very good argument in terms of fan enjoyment, versatility, and watching to make half of the regular season schedule be no forward facing. I think that would, they're kind of making MLF is showing with the people having to decide and that type of thing. It like makes it intriguing and kind of a strategy game. It's been kind of cool to watch.
I know kind of when all of this was coming up like a year ago or whatever, when we first were talking about that, we were like, oh, what could they do? We had one idea on here that I still think is like legit. And I would love to see like a tournament series do it, was that basically, because like you're saying, they have to decide when they're going to do it, right? So they're like restricted on like where they can be. What we discussed on here was like, dude, they should have like on live, right? When you're watching online and stuff, like each angler should have like a allotted screen time that they're allowed to have, and they can use it throughout the day. Like say it's like 2 hours or whatever. So if they're actively using it, it's just like counting down like the whole time. And then when it runs out, they run out,
I loved that idea when you brought it up. I have no idea how they could do it with the technology and everything.
Either, but like
in terms of in terms of entertainment value, I could not think of anything crazier than like they're on the St. Lawrence River, they're on Champlain, and they're like, okay, I'm doing it. I'm going out scoping, and they're on like 3 minutes left, and they find one. And they're just trying to get on it, and they're chasing it, and like it's 1:30 in the afternoon, and Taku's just sitting there like need smallmouth, and then all of a sudden it's just the screen shuts off, and it's no.
I would watch, dude. It would be
just blind casting. Where to go? It'd be so funny.
So if somebody can figure out how to like implement that, like I'm all in. Like I will watch this.
It would be so entertaining. God, it'd be funny.
Oh shit! But yeah, I haven't been watching any of that one, so maybe I gotta tune into that a little bit. But yeah, that was a BPT you said.
Yeah, it's been cool. Yeah. And then the invitational they're doing. So those are 3 days. They do the first day, you can use scope. Second day, no forward facing. Third day, you can use it. I think that's how it's going right now.
Interesting.
But that one I haven't paid as much attention to in terms of how that's shaken out. But yeah, the BPT one's been cool. Just for the fact of having to declare when you're going to use it and the mental side of that of hoping you choose the right time frame.
Yeah. Dude, who was it that I swear I just saw this recently that was basically streaming live during the tournament?
Oh, dude, that was super cool thing that a guy did this year. It's actually genius. I can't believe nobody had thought of it until now.
Logan,
isn't that Logan?
Yeah, Logan Parks.
Yeah.
On his boat this year, he mounted a Starlink in the back above the motor.
It looks like a polling platform.
It literally looks like a diving platform or some sort of deal, but because it has to be elevated some way or something, I don't know. I watched his video on it because I was really intrigued, and he has a dedicated lithium battery for it. But now that he has that Starlink, what he's doing is he is live streaming on his YouTube. And I don't think it's Facebook. I think it's his straight YouTube all day. And I tuned into it one day, and he has someone behind the scenes, obviously, that's plugging it in. But I saw he has a 1 fish, 2 fish, 3 fish, 4 fish graphic up there. You can see what he has and how he's working through it. So I think it's super cool, super smart. I know Zaldane's doing it too, but he doesn't have the Starlink. He's just doing it via cell service or whatever. And I think he was down today. It ended up the live stream ended up going out, but super cool. I think it's it's a super smart thing for Logan to do. Just increase value. And I would be pretty surprised if in the next handful of years, you don't see a lot of guys doing that. So
I would think so, yeah.
If you have your own fan base and stuff, you can go to sponsors and show hey, this is what I pull.
Yeah, these are my analytics during a tournament. Basically.
Yeah, this is what I can show. This is what I'm doing,
Yeah, pretty wild. Yeah, and it can give guys another way to, because people are making money on YouTube, so that's kind of sweet, especially for how long those videos are going to be, because they're live streams that are hours long.
Yeah,
recording an 8-hour podcast.
Yeah, and people are watching it. Like I said, I think it's super smart. I love the ingenuity and thought behind it. I know Sobi and I think all of us have been talking for years of live streaming fishing could be a really big deal, but it was always, how do you have reception? How do you do it? And just the logistics of it were so difficult. And I just give huge props to Logan Parks and figuring out a way to do it. And then also not just putting a Starlink there and being hey, I'm just going to record it. Actually having someone on the back end and showing it. It's super cool to see.
They're doing it right. Yeah. It's legit.
Yeah. Very cool.
Yeah. I saw that and I was just oh, because initially when I saw the post, I thought oh, is that how they're doing live, Bass Live? But he was just doing it on his own. Which was damn.
Yeah.
These young bucks are smart.
They are.
We out here.
Hell of a group of fishermen, and they're smart.
Yeah. But okay, so the Classic right around the corner. I don't think we need to get into it really, other than our
next podcast. We'll probably do a preview. It'll be right before it.
Yeah. Are either of you guys going?
Yeah,
I will not be.
You're not going?
No, I still haven't been to one. I got too much stuff going on.
Yeah, because I know Sam's, I believe, going. So Maggie's going. I think I'm going to be there, which would be sweet. I haven't been to one either. So.
Oh yeah, you'll have a blast. This will be a good one to go to. I'll be there. I'll be doing a bunch of the Bassmaster stuff. I'll end up posting it on my social eventually, but I have a schedule laid out of between the Toyota booth and the Bassmaster booth and whatnot. We'll be doing some meet and greet stuff, and we're doing another Bassmaster workshop on Sunday. So any ladies that'll be at the Classic, please definitely come by. We'll be doing a bunch of fun stuff. And then hate to give your podcast competition, but we will be recording a podcast live from the Classic as well. So
we're fucked.
I really don't see that being a problem.
No, but that should be really cool.
I hope you know that if we fall to number 2, tires are getting slashed. Toyota's down.
We coming to Madison.
Yeah. I'm not gonna drop too much of the juice, but it might just be the first of a few podcasts potentially. But yeah, it'll be live from the Classic. So if you're there, definitely come check it out or stream it whenever it's out. And then we'll have a really neat guest on it that I think some people will enjoy. And yeah, we'll just be hanging out, having a good time. I'm excited. I love going to the Classic. For me, like ever since I went to my first one, it's kind of like I don't want to miss one sort of deal. So I know you guys are busy, but it's a incredible.
Well, I've been
time.
planning on I wanted to go to this one, but it's just the way it falls in the calendar and stuff. It's hard, but I really need to make probably my goal next year will just be to make an effort to, because next year's in Knoxville. And I was in Knoxville for the Elite Series event there, and I'm like, man, I want to go to Knoxville for a Classic. Yeah. That seems awesome.
Yeah.
I feel like this one in Texas is going to be legit, though.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's the stockyards in Fort Worth, I've heard, are insane. Like, in terms of a fun time outside of the Classic, this is probably the best place you can be.
Yeah. And if I'm remembering correctly, this venue just sets up really well too. Like some of the venues just end up being kind of spread out and tough, but this one should be cool. And yeah, just the all around experience outside of it. And I mean, everyone down there is just eating up with bass fishing, I feel like. So
this one's going to be really cool too, because if people remember, so they went to Ray Roberts before, but when they went, it was the COVID year. So all of a sudden Classic got pushed back.
Yeah.
Everything got completely thrown off by that the following year, or whatever it lined up, it got affected by COVID. So they had to have it in, I think it ended up being way later in the year. So the bite was really weird. Whereas now, they're going to Texas in March, spawn, pre-spawn. It's going to be nuts. It should be really good.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. No, I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a blast. So.
Yeah, it'll be a good time.
Yeah. Are you traveling? Are you driving down there, or do you have to fly?
So leave it to me, being irresponsible and unorganized. I haven't decided yet. So I either need to book a flight pretty quick here, or I'll be driving.
I was looking at because I was thinking about going still a couple weeks ago. And I was looking at flights one day. They're flying down there is very cheap compared to anywhere else. Yeah, Dallas, Fort Worth, it's not bad.
But if you wait till the week of it, it's gonna be pretty expensive.
It's gonna be miserable. Yeah, it'll be terrible then. I would not recommend that.
Yeah.
I just enjoy having a vehicle when I go somewhere, to bop around and do stuff. And it'd be cool to be able to bring a few rods, buy some open water.
Damn. Are you going to drive me around?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sick.
We call it the lounge with my red seats and the Tundi.
Ooh, yeah. I haven't been in the whip. It looks good.
No.
Though.
I'll drive you around, boy.
Hell yeah. All right. That was good. Bassmaster Classic coming. All right, I put out a thing on Instagram. We've done this the last handful of times, and it's kind of fun. But we got a whole lot of things. I'll kind of pick and choose here because we got Bart. I'm always impressed by this. Check this out. Look at how many we got.
Holy.
Dude, that's insane.
Yeah.
And that's we don't have a gigantic Instagram, by the way, but if you listen to this podcast, you should follow us on Instagram. But it's been growing a bunch lately. But I post one of those type of deals, and I get a bunch of replies, but it's not scroll to get through them all. So shout out to PTB.
We got a lot of responses here.
Yeah.
So we'll have to kind of pick and choose on these. So we'll burn through them. If we don't want to hit on them, we'll just sorry, bruh.
Yeah, pass.
Okay. We'll just lead it off with a good one here. When are we going to get a PTB bass tournament 1v1 v1 v1? I mean, I'd be down.
Yeah, I'd do it this summer. Yeah, sure.
All right, this summer. Yeah. You heard it here first.
Yeah, no, we can figure it out. I'm fine with that. Yeah, we kind of had that basically with Tourney Tuesday when we first started this, because we had a couple of us on a team and a couple of us not, but I would also like to state those results. Sobi did do very well, but he also practiced like all of them. And then Pink and I would just be like, all right, haven't been here in a year. Let's dump in and go try it out. So it was we'll have to figure out the rules for that. Cause unless we make some sort of defined rules, Sobi will go practice a bunch for it. So,
oh yeah. Yeah.
How about you guys come down here by me? No one practices.
okay.
I'm the
Like
marshal.
That. Okay. That's fair.
Yeah, we can make that work. Yeah, we'll do like Instagram live updates all day for Maggie.
Zero practice. You just have to go fish.
Well, and how about
Maggie just rolls around and yells at us all day?
Yeah, and you'll be itching for open water. Let's do it this spring. We'll open up before you.
Is this where we're gonna test this screen time thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll debut it on Pass the Barb. Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah, we could do that this spring too. We should talk to Sam. I think I'm all for that. I think it's fun and it'd be a good thing to do for the podcast. I think people would enjoy it. So
yeah. All right, that was a good one. This one says, let's see. When will we have open water in the South Metro?
March 15th. No.
March 15th.
18th on some lakes. Yeah. I would bet. I'm thinking of one. I'm thinking of one right now that we have spent a decent amount of time on that's not doing good right now in terms of ice. Like it's going to go pretty quick. So
are we talking full ice out? Or just
I would bet. I mean,
shoreline's open.
No. Like open water, you can get out. Let me look at this calendar right now. Okay, it's gonna be cooler.
You guys really don't think it's gonna get cold again?
March 21st.
I think it will. I think we're gonna get like 2 to 3 feet of snow in March.
March 21st.
Yeah. I don't live there, so I have no idea. But I'm guessing April sometime.
March 21st in the South Metro. There will be somewhere that you can land a boat and go for sure.
All right.
I mean, I've been looking at the extended forecast and like it's like that. It's been warm. It's going to cool down a little bit ish next week, but it's still going to be above freezing every day. And then that next week after, it's like 50s. So, yeah.
All right.
That could be optimistic, but I hope it's kind of April, but I don't think it will be.
This guy says, is it worth skipping a birthday party in Hastings to come to the Break Your PB event?
Yes.
We're missing. Yeah. I was going to say we are missing important details here. Who's the birthday for?
Yeah. Just bring your grandma with.
Yeah.
Bring her.
Yeah. Bring the birthday party to the Break Your PB event. We'll make it a birthday party.
You don't have to clean anything up.
I'll go get a cake.
And you might win some stuff.
If you show up with everyone, I'll go get a cake. I'll find a cake. Yeah.
All right.
That's my promise to you.
I like that.
Yeah. If you show up and you're like, hey, I'm the PTB listener from Hastings. I brought the birthday party here. We will go get the cake and we'll sing happy birthday.
For the kids.
Mm-hmm.
Fair.
You still have to donate. I mean.
Yes.
Okay. Let's see. I like this one. Which has better odds? Bart and Panger winning back-to-back St. Jude's or Sobi getting engaged? That is a great one. Wow.
Are we saying by that date? Or like
I just think it's
over the year?
Which has better odds? It's which has better odds of happening.
I know, but like that odds, you know what I mean? Like that time frame.
Yeah, like Sobi will get.
Oh, you're saying like does he have like infinity time to accomplish this?
Yeah, you know what I mean? Because like if I don't do that by March 5th or May 5th, right? Like then I have to win another one and then like it goes further. So that's why I'm wondering like, does it have an end date on it? But if we were gonna say the end date was the second day of the St. Jude,
okay.
I mean, you guys correct me if I'm wrong here, but we all agree that I probably have better odds on winning back to back than say I'm getting engaged at this point, right? Like,
I don't know.
I mean, honest thing here.
This is a hard one for me to answer. It is. I don't know.
As someone who's been dating their boyfriend for over 5 years and gets pressured about this every day, I'm gonna just go no comment on this one.
Oh shit!
Just because I know it's annoying.
The last time,
Steph, I got you, girl.
The last time we did,
shout out
the
Steph.
last. You remember the last Q&A we did, Pink? I just looked at you and I said, Sobi, everyone wants to know half of these questions are, when are you proposing to Steph? And he just got so red-faced. It was so funny. Okay, anyways, I honestly don't know that. Odds aren't good for either one. So if you were in Vegas, I wouldn't bet on either.
Yeah, you're going to be, look for something else. All right. Let's see. Here we go. This is interesting. How much ham is too much ham on a ham sandwich?
Okay, are we going deli slices or like when you have the ham bone piece and you cut it off? You know what I mean?
I'm just gonna assume we're talking deli cut ham.
Okay.
Because just like talking like how thick of a ham steak are we gonna chop is like.
Yeah, because I was gonna say if we
you've already blown the whole thing. You've blown it.
So then I'm gonna go 4 pieces, 4 or 5 pieces of ham.
4 pieces.
Well, are you thinking like on little dollar buns or on like white bread? I always
like
bread.
When
I have bread. Yeah, then
what
probably
sandwiches you making?
Just little ones. I just make little snacky ones. Dude, you have had Cobra's dollar buns. You know what I mean? You put them on a Cobra's dollar bun, done. No, on like wheat bread.
7.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was gonna say 7 to 8, probably.
I feel. Here's my opinion on this.
You would be the one to ask this.
When you're looking at this way, you're like bread, meat, bread.
Subscribe to the YouTube.
Yeah. You can't. There should be no world where you are not like at least twice the amount of meat distance as you got bread. See what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah.
On a straight ham, because you're like, we're talking stacking it up.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you giving me 4 pieces of ham and this donk bread right here? I don't think so.
Yeah, no. Like I said, I was
no.
Yeah, I was referring to Pink, like the ham sandwiches, like I would eat is like those Coburn's dollar buns.
Dude, you keep saying this like I know what it is. I don't know what this is.
If you say these damn buns one more time,
the King's
don't understand.
You know your King's Hawaiian sliders?
Yes.
Yeah.
That size. So that's what I was saying 4 pieces in. Because if you flipped them over on.
And I'm supposed to know that.
Yeah, sorry. That's what I thought of. So anyways, my bad.
All right.
Those are the best ham sandwich out there, in my opinion. Maybe it's a ham slider, but whatever.
All right. That sounds good. I would probably eat either one, honestly.
I'm going to get roasted for this podcast.
You are. Yeah, it's not going to be good. Okay.
I didn't want to answer anyway. It's fine.
Yeah, what did you think, Maggie?
No, it's fine. Let's move on.
What number of ham slices?
You're like, oh, yeah.
No, honestly, I don't like ham that much. So I was going to say it would be my last choice out of all meats.
Okay, so nobody cares. Move on, Pink.
Yeah, exactly.
She didn't feel all bad shit. And it was just like, I had nothing anyway.
It's fun to
I actually don't eat ham.
It's fun to do to you.
Oh, my God. Have you ever messed around with BFS fishing? So fun. With like a lot of exclamation points after it.
No, I don't have any BFS reels. No,
I don't either. I just feel like, why would you just use a spinning rod?
That's kind of my thing.
It's just like, do you just not want to be seen with a spinning rod? So you're like, I have to basically have a spinning rod anyway. I don't get it.
That's kind of my thing. I don't know. I've thought about getting one or two. I've thought about getting 1 or 2 of them for jerk baits. Like smaller jerk baits, but that's about the only thing I've thought about doing it for.
But why couldn't you just throw on a spinning rod?
You bring up that's like a very valid point that I do in that situation. So
yeah,
I feel like they're just trying to get me to spend more money, and I haven't fallen for it yet.
It's JDM, dude. Okay. If what the hell does this even say? Oh, it's 2 questions, but it's submitted. It's 1 question submitted half and half. We're not picking you. Okay.
That's too lengthy of a question.
It is. Yeah. It's not good. Weirdest thing you keep in your boat?
I do have an answer for this.
I
Thought of it immediately. I before the tournament season, Alyssa puts a sticker of Bean, her cat, in my boat. So that is the weirdest thing I have in my boat.
Oh, Bean.
I should say my fiance now, but yeah, my fiance Alyssa puts a picture of Bean, our cat, I guess, in there. And then last year she put a picture of Baxter, my parents' dog, in there as well. That one isn't as weird. The cat one is weird.
Does that come with the Camus if they buy it?
It is in there right now. Yeah, you can choose to keep it if you would like. It is in there right now.
At first, I'm glad you clarified.
I can find the picture on the website. Here, just give me a sec. I'll find it for you guys.
I'm glad you clarified it was your cat, because when you said Bean at first, I thought of Mr. Bean.
You did, and you didn't say beans.
Yeah, Bean. I just thought Mr. Bean. And I was like, that's
yeah,
weird.
It's Bean's a cat. Just give me a sec here, though. I have a picture. So, yeah, what do you have in your boat, Maggie?
Weird stuff. Andrew and I have this weird thing. If I find
here
something, like one time I found this, like, sometimes I feel like people put them in fish tanks or like decorative vases, like those like glass, like little like round shaped like beads. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, it's like a flat marble.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
I found one of those, or like weird shit I'll find in like the boat ramp, or like bobbers floating around. We'll catch them because we think they're good luck. But then when we do bad in the tournament, we wind up getting rid of them. So we have stuff like that floating around. Otherwise, I'm just a little treasure hunter, I guess. I don't know. But like weird stuff. I don't know. Besides like butt wipes, I keep
I don't think it's like weird.
I keep a little.
Oh, is this the stickers?
Yeah, you see them?
Yeah.
We
I
got
like
them.
that.
Confirmed stickers. So yeah, they're in the Camus right now. But yeah,
the only other thing
I will. Sorry, with those stickers, the one thing that is funny is Panger got in my boat for the Jude last year, and I opened the thing to look, and he made fun of me, and I was like, yeah, whatever. And then we went and we won. And the first thing he asked me when we got back in the truck, he's like, "You think Alyssa can ship me a picture of beans for my boat?" And that's like the perfect bass fishing superstition of all time.
Yeah. That's so funny.
Oh my god.
The only other weird thing I have that it's like probably gonna make me seem like a total girly girl, but man, wind knots in your hair, I keep a mini hairbrush in here to get those out, because otherwise by the time I get home, I got dreadlocks. So
that's fair.
Yeah, I keep a little mini hairbrush in my rod locker on the side there.
In my not this Camus, the one before it, when I took second at Kentucky Lake in that Toyota, I found somehow a penny got onto the floor of my boat, and I like don't have cash or anything, so I still don't know where this penny came from. But it was like on the bottom of my boat, and I just threw it in my cup holder when I saw it when I was moving spots one day. And then I took second, and I was like, yo, that penny stays in the boat. So that penny stayed in the boat until I sold it. So, and then I took the penny out, and it's sitting somewhere in my garage now. But yeah, it was a good penny. Picked it up somewhere in Kentucky.
Had some mojo on it.
Yeah.
That's good.
How about you, Pink? Besides having a Traeger mounted to the back corner of your boat, I feel like that's a very fair answer to this question.
It is. I feel like I probably have an above average amount of condiments in my boat than most people do, because you know, like
that is very true. What kind of condiments you got in there? Like, what do you have?
Well, it depends. It depends on it. Well, it's like there's like good stuff that I actually like bring, right? You know, like whatever. You always gotta be strapped for like cooking something. So I don't know. I think I have some like.
You got that Japanese mayo in there?
Sometimes, yeah. But like definitely strapped with like ketchup and mustard and stuff because just like throw some bergs on or whatever. Like you stop somewhere after you're fishing and it's nice to be able to grill like if you're camping or something. But I feel like I got a pretty healthy amount of like Taco Bell packet things in there because you can just put it on everything.
A heavy amount of Taco Bell fire sauce.
Like, dude, a variety. Like like.
You want Diablo today?
Sometimes, dude, that breakfast one rips. I don't know if you're on that, but I would get it.
I expect that.
Yeah. So I'm always ready to rip.
Disappointed you don't have any logs in there.
Well, I will now. I mean, the boat's in storage right now, so it doesn't have anything in it. But
besides
it
mice.
will. Probably, yeah. I took all. Yeah. So, anyway, yeah. That would probably be what I would say. Yeah.
That's a good question. That was a good one.
All right. Well, this is interesting. What kind of dessert pairs best with fried fish? Anyone?
Like not at the same time, right? Like after.
Well, I would think the same meal.
Yeah,
but not.
But it's like dessert to the meal.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is the correct answer, but I always answer cheesecake for dessert. So
I do love cheesecake.
I just love cheesecake.
Yeah,
cheesecake is good, dude.
My mind went directly Wisconsin gal. Love a good like supper club, fish fry on a Friday night. Then you go back out to the bar and order an after dinner drink, which mine is a grasshopper. So I'm going to go ahead and say a grasshopper.
You know, Maggie, you brought that up though, and you said like Wisconsin fish fry and stuff, and like we're getting into the Lent season and everything. And I remember going to a ton of fish fries. Well, I just remember, I remember going to a ton of fish fries in New Prague, and they always gave you like a super rich brownie, and it was the best. Yeah, that was like the best part. You ate the fish and everything, and then you're like this bomb ass brownie. But I think that bomb ass brownie would be with everything. However, that is how I would answer that. So anyone listening to this from New Prague who has eaten the KC Hall fish fry or the St. Wentz fish fry, you know the exact brownie I'm talking about right now. It's just like a super rich, like I want to say, like moist brownie, and it's just super good.
Yeah. I don't know. I think cheesecake is like a really solid one for sure, especially like strawberry cheesecake.
Yeah,
rips.
Oh
dude.
Hell yeah.
But I would say, like, I feel like there is like a special spot for like like church basement type fish fry with just some straight up like grocery store chocolate chip M&M cookies.
That was the other thing I was thinking of.
You know what I'm saying?
Other than the brownie, yes.
Yeah.
It's like it 100% was bought from Coburn's or Costco a little bit ago,
Lions
but it
Club
tastes
is
way better right here. Yeah. Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
So like I feel like that's like, although they aren't probably like the best dessert of all time in that situation, hits.
In that situation, it is by far the most oftenly consumed dessert I have had with fish.
Like in the like clear like flip open box thing,
yes.
You know? Like, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
All right. I didn't think you were gonna say grasshopper though. That was a good pick.
Grasshoppers are delicious.
So good.
Very good.
Have you had a pink squirrel?
I have, and a Brandy Alexander.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love after dinner drinks.
I do like a grasshopper there.
So good. We've gotten into making grasshoppers at home.
You're ripping them yourself?
Like not often, but just here and there. We'd be like, oh, grasshopper.
We just dabble.
Get the blender out, baby.
I love it. All right. Let's see what do we got here. If you were a species of fish, what species would you be? This is what the people want to know.
I don't have a good answer to this question.
Well, you have to pick one.
I'd probably be a rock bass because I'm annoying.
That's a very good answer.
Thanks.
You're not annoying, Maggie. I enjoy your company.
Well, it sure seemed like you agreed.
No, I'm saying in general, quickly, it's just a very quick, good answer.
Well, at first I was trying to think of like the laziest thing that just like sits on the bottom, but then I was like, nah, I'm lazy, but I'm annoying. So
that's fair.
Yeah. Like I disappoint people. Like you think you caught a smallmouth and then you reel it up and it's a rock bass.
Yeah. And not even like a big one. You'd be like a 7-inch rock bass.
Are you referencing a Leech Lake rock bass?
Sure. I catch them everywhere I go. I caught them through the ice this winter. Like I'm just a rock bass magnet. So
deep
Jeez,
thought.
I didn't know this was so hard.
I'm just what do you got, Pink?
I feel like I'm split here because two things came to mind right away. I feel like let's just keep it like freshwater fish because there's just too many options. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh man, then I can't tell Bart that he's a blobfish.
Well, you can tell him that, and he'll know what you're talking about. He just can't pick that.
He doesn't look like he knows what I'm talking about.
I don't know. I'm gonna look this up.
I'll look it up for you. You
He's
keep
so
thinking.
distracted already.
You keep thinking.
I want to know.
I got it.
Because I would not want to be any type of bait. What?
We're not friends anymore. Yeah, I looked it up. My nose isn't that big.
No, it's not.
It's going to make a really bad joke right there. And I just want people to know that I held off, and it is the exact
my nose
joke
is
you
big?
were thinking of. No, much more racist than that.
Oh, God.
Jeez. God. Wow. Incredible.
Pink, what fish are you?
I feel like I would want to be like a magnum, just like magnum red horse or something. Like nobody really cares. Nobody F's with you, really. They're like, that's dope.
Wait, you're saying what you want to be or what you are?
Yeah.
Both.
What?
Well, I'm saying like your personality, like you are that type of fish. Like I don't necessarily think a red horse would fit you. But okay.
Well, the thing just
I thought that's what the question was. That's why I was thinking so hard.
So like if I want me to answer for you? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, sure. What am I?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. This all just came to light right now.
All right.
I was gonna say I think I'm a high pressure crappie. Like when it's 30 out, my brain's everywhere. You can never really stay on task with anything. Always moving, never staying in one line. Like that's what I was gonna go with. That's where my brain went immediately.
Perfect. We'll just leave it there. All right. All right. This one. What's your? We'll do like two more. All right. What's your favorite open water fish besides bass? That's a good question, I think.
It's a terrible question. No, I'm kidding.
That's a terrible question.
I would say open water fish besides bass. Probably muskies.
Cool.
I don't do a whole lot else open water.
Yeah,
honestly,
I don't really either. But when I would say based off of when I catch them and I go, oh, that's sick. It's a muskie every time.
That's fair.
Oh, it's a muskie.
If we're talking about like specifically targeting them, like hate to be cheesy, but just because it brings me back to like how I got into fishing, like I'd almost say like bluegill. Like just like we just got panfish rods to try to get back into it a little bit. Just like simple bobber goes down, have a fish fry. It's kind of lame, but I don't know. It's a feel good experience, you know.
Setting the hook.
Yeah.
Yeah. I definitely like I feel like I'm 50-50 muskies, and I do really like like really big pike. I feel like are kind of the two that I lean towards. Even, I mean, they're like fairly similar fish, I suppose, but
yeah.
But
yeah,
I don't know.
that would be my answer.
I just never really target them on purpose. So I feel like I'm jacked when I catch a muskie, but it's always by accident.
When I was younger, I went muskie fishing a decent amount, and I like nowhere near good at it. Mm-hmm. Like I had, 5 or 6 baits. I was just getting into it, and I like enjoyed it,
Yeah. I think it's sick. Like I love it.
Yeah, it's super fun.
Yeah.
It's definitely like if I were gonna say like what's the next wormhole I could accidentally go down and then be like, man, I am in crippling debt because of this, it is muskies probably. Oh yeah. And that's kind of why I've avoided them.
Yeah. Yeah. It is cool going on like a dedicated trip for it though. You know what I mean?
Yes, 100%. Yeah.
I wish I did it more. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I will say too, like the other thing in the last few years, something I ran into, this could be my other answer. It's just a specific situation. But when we were up at Cabotogama last year for the team trail event, the walleyes were shallow and you're chucking a jerkbait around and you would get into like a school of low 20-inch walleyes and they all like low to mid 20-inch walleyes and they all just T-boned the shit out of a jerkbait, and it was so much fun. Like there were multiple times in practice I just sat on a school of walleyes knowing they were walleyes and being like, yeah, I'm gonna follow through with this.
Yeah, that is sick. Yeah, when it's like going down like that, like the walleye stuff.
Oh, it was so much fun. Yeah, catching them on like reaction, not like, oh, here's a night crawler under a slip bobber and stuff. Like that was super fun.
All right, let's do one more legit because there's some other ones that are just like kind of like this one's good. I like this. Is Past the Barb illegal to stream in Manitoba because they're barbless? Love it.
That might be why our Canadian demographic is so low.
But our numbers are good in Canada, dude. I checked.
Yeah. It's better. Yeah. Well, shit. We didn't think of that when we made the name, dude. He brings up a valid point.
I know.
Or she, whoever it is.
This is under review. Okay.
Maybe we'll change to Past the Barbless.
Past the Barbless. No one's listening to that.
No, that sounds terrible. You know what? Why don't you just get your province to just allow barbs, huh? What makes you so much better?
Just move. Just leave it there.
Why are you guys so much better than all of us? Oh, fish care. I actually don't get the why do they do barbless? Is it fish care or something like that? Like I've never quite understood that.
Well, I think it's because it's easier to release them, so there's not like as much like like ripping a hook out of them. Yeah.
Yeah, they really lack fish up there too, so you need to make sure you release them really good. So much fishing pressure.
It's just like they know how good their fishing is. They're like, we don't even need it. Just take it off.
Yeah, that actually is probably. They're like, actually, the fishing is so good here. I would like to make it very difficult to land them.
And they're like, you know what? Let's make it against the law.
Yeah, 100%. So anybody who comes here goes, wow, could you imagine how good this would be if I could actually hook them?
Yeah.
They have to just be losing fish all the time. No,
like I couldn't imagine like ice fishing,
just having like a PB on and just watching it jump off. Like,
well, trying to get like a walleye's head up the hole, ice fishing, that would be miserable. That'd have to be so hard.
I don't know. Barbs are lit though, dude. Like whoever invented that, well done.
Yeah, I don't know. You should probably get that. Yeah, we should probably change that or something,
Okay. Other than there's a bunch asking about the Bassmaster drama stuff, but I don't really care about that. I don't think too much.
No, we ain't a drama podcast. You can go listen to the other 100 to 250 podcasts out there talking about it. We're here to have fun. Have fun and enjoy fishing.
One question regarding it.
Oh God.
I did not also get disqualified.
No. Just it's not like drama. But did either of you have Scott Martin picked for this tournament and have to
absolutely?
I did.
Panic,
Pink,
panic and go into your fantasy.
I just assumed you had. I mean, like, because I'm sure everyone. How do you not?
Yeah.
How does every person not pick him?
Just go panic and go into your fantasy and.
You were like, who's the next highest ownership percentage guy?
Yeah.
No, I had to go change. I 100% did. Yeah.
And then when you went back into Group C, like he wasn't even in there anymore. I was like, oh damn,
shit, he gone. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. I'm sure it'll be a whole thing.
Yeah.
Couple
I'm
more
sure
about...
bass fishing fans won't overreact and make a bunch of
I wouldn't think
unnecessary drama out of it. I wouldn't see them ever doing that. Actually, good people.
No. Maybe this is like their way. No, never mind. I'm done. Okay. Let's see. Let's do one more like fishing one. This one says, I like this. You can only fish. Okay, what is this? You can only fish one color for bass. I'm assuming forever. But you cannot choose green pumpkin, black and blue, June bug, or brown.
Well, hey, fuck you. Like, that's what kind of question's that? You can only fish for bass, but guess what? You can't catch them. Ha! White. That's what I would use.
Yeah, I think that's a really good option, white. Or I'm going to say pink is a very good color for bass.
We're going to go straight ice fishing on them. White or black?
Yeah.
That is my answer.
Yeah, and black's in. Black / blue out though.
Yeah,
but you can go.
Maybe
you can
I'll go
murder
black.
it out.
Then. Maybe I'll go black. I'm gonna go black.
Black's probably better all around. Yeah.
Yeah, black.
But if black doesn't qualify, white or pink, I think.
Yeah.
This is probably a stupid answer. Did they say you can't do like perch? I'd go like.
It does not say perch. It says green pumpkin, perch. Black and blue, June bug, brown. Don't exist. Those aren't even things.
Yeah. I'm going perch.
Or low key, you did say pink, like that Robo Worm, the Aaron Martin's Magic, or like those pink ones they have. The drop shot worms.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Morning Dawn without the purple.
Yes, Morning Dawn. Yeah, like that.
Mm-hmm.
That color too. But I'd go black. I would go black.
Yeah. All right, that's fair. I like that. All right, and we'll just forget about all the people that are asking about me quitting my job because here I am. Okay.
How many, just out of curiosity, how many are there saying, will you quit your job?
In this one, only a couple, but it comes up every time now. And I'm just, whatever. Yeah.
Keep it coming, folks. We're almost getting them. We're making progress.
It's the leverage is there.
We've made a crack.
Yeah. All right. I didn't have anything else I wanted to get. Go on.
Pink. You brought this up. I maybe for our next podcast, what I'll do, because he'll be off, so he can probably do it. I'm gonna bring in the reinforcements of getting you to quit your job. I'm gonna get the most motivational person, the best speaker we could ever get on this podcast and convince you. We'll get Carl. We're gonna get Carl Jochimson on.
That's not even fair. That's not even fair because you just have to do what he says because you're like, yeah, it sounds lit.
Like, mate, I left my home back in Australia.
It's like not even fair. Just do it. It's like not even fair.
You're like, what's holding you back? Only you. And he'll just like do some really motivational way of it. And like, you're going to be slightly crying by the end of it and be like, I know, Carl, I know.
I'm like, fear my heart, brother. Come on.
I do have a heart.
Hot.
Yeah. God,
oh shit!
That we need to do that. That would be the ultimate. You got Jay telling you, and then you got Clayton telling you, and then you got
Jay never made that video from the ice show.
Yeah, hey Jay, where you
never actually got posted.
Yeah, so for all for people that don't know, maybe we'll get it posted now. All the PTB fans, go hit up Jay Siemens and ask him for his interview of Ryan Pinkala at the St. Paul Ice Show, and just ask him to post a reel of it. Because it'll do great numbers. He's too busy.
He just had a kid.
Yeah, I know. Jay might be a little busy. Congrats, Jay and Sam, on your second child.
Nice.
Happy for you.
Making people.
Yeah. Making people. Now post the video of you interviewing Pink and telling everybody that he needs to quit his job, please.
All right. Anything else you want to talk about?
Not particularly, no.
No. I'd like to
actually,
go home
you know what? Right now, I think we should get into live scope drama. I think that would be exactly
what? Fuck it.
Yeah.
We had 2 hours. We're talking about this shit.
Yeah. And next, we're going to dive into live scope, Scott Martin's DQ, Matt Herron getting DQ'd, and Jaden Parrish not getting DQ'd.
Would you be shocked to know that backstage right now, we have Scott Martin coming in from Okeechobee?
In 3, 2, 1.